1, 2, 3. So guys, I'm heading to Jaipur. Jaipur is around 260 kilometers from my place. So the bike is loaded. So basically I'm doing this trip, just to do a small trip before my big trip, kind of a warm-up trip. This is how my loaded bike looks. So the trip meters are 0 and the side stand is up. So let's go. Today actually I got extremely late. I had to tie my luggage on my bike. It took a lot of time. It's actually very humid also, so I'm sweating like a pig. The sky is bright blue, it's sunny, but at the same time it is humid. So yeah, so I'm still in Delhi. I'm still trying to exit the city. Hopefully I think it should take around 30 to 40 minutes for me to hit the highway. Wow man, this is so beautiful. In Delhi, seeing a blue sky, it's very rare. And salute to the national flag. I put this mic setup on my GoPro. I'm just, also testing this out, just to see whether the voice is coming out clearly or not, if there's any wind noise or not, because the position of the mic is, just somewhere near my chin. So, and plus, if in case you want to know the details of my setup, of motor vlogging setup, so you can just follow me on Instagram. In the Instagram profile I have put this on my highlights. A short break to drink water, and I've covered around 41 kilometers. I'm still somewhere near Manesar. I have a lot of distance to cover, and so yeah, so the bag which you see on the the crash bar of this bike is called the Trek and Ride Empocher bag. This bag is approximately 10 liters of capacity, and you can put this on both the sides of the bike. So yeah, and this is my Carbonado 30 liters mod pack. So these are the bags which I have bought for my the ultimate big trip, which is coming by end of this month. So yeah, and I'm happy that the audio has come out well, because I also stopped to check the audio quality also. So yeah, the start of the day is good, decent enough. It's a little humid, so yeah, keeping myself hydrated. So guys, I'm out of the city, cruising on the highway. So this is the the very famous Jaipur highway from Delhi, which is full of trucks, and overtaking them is a huge task. So right now it's around 8 o'clock. I think it is 8:15, yeah, 8:16, and I'll be taking a break in the next one and a half hours, because I want to cover maximum distance. Everything is right now fine, luggage is fine, nothing is rattling or something, and plus the footage is coming out clear, the audio is clear, so I'm really happy with it. You might find a little bit of wind noise, which is not which is something which I cannot avoid, given that I'm on the highway and I'm riding fast. So yeah, so please bear with me. I had my breakfast. I've done around 83 kilometers from Delhi. Now I'm starting again for Jaipur. So while I ride towards Jaipur, I'll just talk about the mileage of this bike. So the KTM 390 Adventure gives me around 30 to 32 kmpl. So that's almost, it's equivalent to what I was getting on my Mojo. So my Mojo was also giving around 32 kmpl, and the same is with this KTM 390 Adventure, which is again surprising because I've also used the first generation Duke 390, and that bike's mileage was like crazy, 20 kmpl. So it literally used to gulp all the fuel in no time. But this is very this bike gives a very impressive mileage. So if I talk about the seating comfort and the position, so I am 6 feet 2 inches tall, and my elbows, you can see that my elbows are like very relaxed. I'm easily sitting here, and my knees are tucked in completely with the tank, so it's a very comfortable position. What I would say is that the seat could have been better, the foaming could have been better, because right now the seat is a little on the harder side, the stock seat of the bike. Plus I have also spoken to a lot of KTM 390 Adventure owners who are based out in the US and in Europe. So their feedback about the stock seat was not that great. Plus even the KTM Power Part seat, which the ergo seat which comes for this bike, that seat is also not comfortable because it is quite narrow compared to the stock seat. So yeah, the seat foaming could have been better, but yes, it's very comfortable as such. There's no such problem with it. It is just that after like 150 kilometers you have to stop and give some break to your bum. So far the ride is going great. So look at the green mountain on the right hand side. Seriously, the monsoons literally change the complete landscape. At some point of time it's all brown, and in the next 2-3 months it's suddenly green. So that's what monsoons do. So I can see clouds this side. I don't know, maybe it will rain. If it rains, I have to pack up my GoPro in my bags, because in this setup the GoPro is not actually waterproof. Wow, look at that. So I'm right now crossing Nimrana, which is around 120 kilometers from Delhi. So I think another like 140 kilometers more to go to reach Jaipur. So I'm surrounded with clouds. Looks like it's gonna rain. So I think I have done around 164 kilometers. Yeah. So another 100 kilometers to go for Jaipur. I just wanted to let you know that this is my first ever moto vlog which I'm doing. So I really don't know what to say, what not to say. So I'm just talking whatever is coming to my mind, and the same exact thing will be posted on my YouTube channel. So there will be minimum number of cuts. So let's see how it comes out. I will try not to put music, because music really distracts and people are not able to enjoy the real the voice of the rider and the surroundings. So I'll try to minimize the music, and mostly it will be all raw footage which I'll put. So let's see how it comes. See another nice spectacle on the Jaipur highway. So I'm thinking to stop here for some time and then move. I need to drink water. Took a short break, had some water. Now I think Jaipur is left around 80 kilometers more to go, and it's becoming more cloudier. So also did the social media ritual of posting one photo on my Instagram account. So yeah, so I think I should move. Chalo, let's go. Nothing else to share. It's a normal boring highway. uh, so that's it. If in case I see anything interesting, I will share this with you on my way. So I also wanted to share with you one more thing about the bike, that is the riding modes. So if you have noticed that the 390 Adventure of 2022 model basically is coming by default with those riding modes, that is street and off-road. But this was never not there on the 2020 and the 2021 models. So what KTM has done is that they have updated the older bikes with the two riding modes, that is street and the off-road mode. So you can just toggle to the menu. You will see something called ride mode. So in the ride mode you can just select the mode, that is street or off-road. So basically what it does is that the moment you stall the bike, the ABS in the off-road mode stays in off-road mode. Okay, and similarly the MTC is switched off, so it will remain in the switch off mode. It will not go back to the default setting of on. But that this is only happening when you stall the bike or you use the kill switch to switch off the bike. But if in case you use the key, then what will happen is that if you switch off the bike and then you switch it on using the key, then the MTC which was off in the off-road mode goes back to the default setting of on. And this is the case with even the street mode. So even in the street mode, if you switch off the MTC and you switch off the bike using the key and then switch it on back, the MTC will go back to the default setting. So I don't know what exactly the benefit of this update is. It's just that you can simply use these modes, that's it. I don't see any benefit. The main issue which was there, that if once you stall the bike and then the settings used to go back to the default ones, that is a off-road ABS and the MTC, that is still there. It is just that only the off-road mode does not really allow. I mean, if you use the key, if you switch off the bike using the key in the off-road mode, then the off-road ABS stays on. Okay, but the MTC switches back to the default setting. So I don't know what's the difference. So maybe it's just a fancy thing to have, and brag about it in your motorcycle circles, that my bike has got riding modes. But ultimately everyone is gonna ride in the street mode, majority of us. While doing off-road, maybe we might go for the off-road mode, but that only is helpful in when you do actually proper off-roading. So yeah, that's my take on this update. So this is the Jaipur bypass on the left hand side, which will cut through, bypass Jaipur completely. I have to go straight into Jaipur, so I'm going straight. So Jaipur is now 45 to 46 kilometers approximately, and at some point I have to just put a map to my hotel. See, this is the ultimate view. Wow. Wow, man, wow. Dark clouds, green fields, cool breeze blowing, ultimate weather to ride. So I have put the map to my hotel location, and it is showing around 27 kilometers from this point. So it will take at least 1 hour for me to reach my place. Finally I've reached Jaipur. That's all for today. This is my first moto vlog, so I hope you like it, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and also Follow me on Instagram for many more updates. Thank you.